Seems like Nikki baby feels the same way I do about this whole thing with Akbar and old Teairra. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. Come on up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop. This is season 5, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, season 5, episode 9. As I said, Nikki baby, she's over it. Nikki is totally staying out of this whole thing with Teairra. She's just like, ain't getting in it, ain't messing with it. I'm just not. I'm not involving myself. Paris is kind of holding up and saying, no, but she's actually talking to Teairra and letting Teairra know, girl, I'm not gonna be there. I'm just not gonna be there. Um, I don't like to even fool with the legal system and all of that. Child, folks say I steal, child. I can't. So that's that. Nikki though, Nikki's like, girl, I ain't doing it. I ain't messing with it, and I ain't even calling her. I ain't fucking with her. Period. That's all there's to it. And I kind of feel Nikki, because I just think it's all some bullshit for real. I really do. But anyway, Teairra meets up with Brooke. And Brooke is actually questioning her and questioning the validity of the charges and all of this stuff. And she basically don't believe you, girl. She basically don't believe you. And then she tells her, girl, you still with him. Like I see stuff with you in the bed and you still hanging out with him. So that's what's making people start to like question you and stuff. So what's up? So Teairra's, well, no, I mean, he looked me in my face and he told me that he wasn't lying and this, that, thing, and the other. And I said, a mess. Brooke is a nebby bitch. So Brooke was like, girl, I'm going to have your back, child. I'm going to go down to the press conference with you, child. I'll go with you. And Teairra's all like, oh, okay, girl, stupid. Okay, girl, thank you so much. Brooke just being nosy, child. Child, next we see Apryl, and she's like hanging out, and there's this other guy there, Marcus Anthony. Don't know what his whole point is, but he's like a rapper, and Apryl's like doing a cameo in his video, and all of this kind of carrying on. Amber Diamond is there, and they're actually it was weird because Amber was there too in the video, but she's looking at Apryl kind of shady at first. I said, well, what's going on, Amber? I said, do you like Marcus? Because he was all in Apryl's face. So I said, well, do you like him or something? I was like, what was that all about? Am I the only one to notice that? Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all noticed that. But anyway, they start talking, Amber and Apryl, and Apryl is saying, I've been trying to do some music, this, that, and the other, but I'm not really kind of getting anywhere. And she told her about the little stuff that happened with Rockstar. Amber told her Rockstar story and told her how her mother dropped $20,000. This, that, and the other. She's like, oh wow, your mom dropped that kind of money on you, this, that, and the other. That's what I need in my life. I need somebody like that. So Amber's like, well, my mom manages other people, this, that, thing, and the other. And they kind of went back and forth. And she says, well, I'll set something up. She sets up a meeting with her and her mom. She goes down, she meets her mom. Right before Apryl gets there, the mother ends up telling Amber, I don't even want to manage you no more. So she done dropped her as an artist. I said, oh wow. Dropped her ass like an old hot potato, honey. I said, okay. I said, but she want to go ahead and talk to Apryl. Apryl comes in. They actually hit it off. That goddamn Apryl talking about, oh yeah, I got to go to jail for like a month coming up. Okay. All right, girl. Cool. But the mother and her kind of hit it off, and they're like, cool, yeah, we can work together. But child, Amber Diamond's mammy gives me very much pimp hose tease, honey. Like she was talking to her just like she's going to put her on the track. Honey, I said, "Ooh, okay, whatever. We're gonna see how that all work out." Okay, so the press conference comes up for Teairra Marie. A whole mess, a whole mess. And Alejandra was down there, and we see Alejandra getting ready to walk out of there. She's saying, "I did it. I'm the one that did it." And then she walks out. And of course, Brooke is looking, and Brooke ended up later on telling Teairra. And Teairra's like, "No, she didn't do it. He did it. This, that, and the other." And I'm just looking at this whole thing like, oh, I'm so sick of this storyline already. Sick of it. I just think it's all bullshit. I'm not believing really any of it, and I'm just kind of irritated, and I'll be glad when it kind of moves by. It's not even interesting, really. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And then K Michelle is actually watching. We see it airing on television. K Michelle's watching. She's telling her stylist, I was supposed to meet up with that Akbar about doing some studio time and this, that, and the other. So I'm going to be nosy and find out what I can find out. She ends up meeting with Akbar, goes right into it, asking him his business. You know how Kay does. All in his business. And next thing you know, he flipped it around and trying to bring her on into the whole harem. I said, Lord have mercy. Child K paid his ass dust and told him, honey, that little light eyes don't work on me, honey, with you and all these fucking gap teeth out of you fucking bastard. She gave him, please don't play with me because I'm not that girl. You're disrespectful. Don't play with me, honey. And went on, and he's like, he never admitted to doing that and all of that. That was just a whole mess. Damn, Kate Michelle, she's a mess. Later on, we end up seeing Brooke and Teairra get together. They went to this pool. They were at a pool. And they were to get together. Goddamn, Brooke had this damn. I said, girl, where is you going to do a drag show? Her hair was she had a ponytail. It was so big. It was some complete pageant drag hair. I said, girl, where are you going, honey? Where are you going? Who's at a pool with that much hair on? I said, girl, she got to be burning up, honey. I know her back was sweating and everything else. I said, oh my God, Brooke is ridiculous. Brooke wears the most hair of anybody on the show. She really does. The budget for Brooke's hair is probably the same as the cars that drive them around. But anyway, they were saying, you know what, let's roll on that. Moniece was there too. She said she had a session, so she couldn't go with them, but they said they was going to roll up on Nikki and see what's going on. So they did. Nikki was at a little thing, and Teairra rolled up, and Brooke, and they basically get there. They're going back and forth. Nikki's kind of deflecting and kind of saying, I don't want to be involved. I don't want Akbar coming after me and this, that, and the other. And Teairra's like, girl, wait a minute. This is about me. How is you trying to make this about you? Why would he come after you? What are you talking about? What are you not saying? This, that, and the other. And then they going back and forth. I was there for you. Oh, you're not here for me. Back and forth, back and forth. And I'm looking at the both of them like, you do realize I don't care about either one of these two. So I'm about done with this. They kind of squashed it somewhat. And all in all, anyway, moving on. J. Will and LaBrittany. Does J. Will always look dusty? Every time I see this child in a scene, Dusty McGruff, honey. I said, oh my God, he come in there. He gets talking to LaBrittany. He had a conversation earlier with Moniece, telling Moniece how he felt about the whole thing of them going to audition together. Basically, he was sounding like a hater, a complete hater, because she got hired and he didn't. You made a bad decision. You need to let it go and move on. But he's hating and shit. Moniece is crazy, so she just told him, well, yeah, she's all with it, with the bullshit. Yeah, go tell her, if she was your first, she really wouldn't even do the gig. Really? Yeah, okay. I don't know what world that's in. But he pulls up on LaBrittany during her little rehearsal. She is doing rehearsal. And they get to talking, and she was like, first she was like, well, I be grinding hard, and I was trying to do my thing. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, boy, this little girl, she really does. LaBrittany does look like Teairra, like early Teairra. She really does. But she was like, I was just doing what I do, and it was nice that they chose me and everything. And then he kind of hit her with the, he said they kind of try to compare me to you. And she was like, oh, okay, well, and he gonna say, well, I just don't understand how what, they can't compare you where you can't compete where you don't compare. I was like, oh, no, he didn't. And LaBrittany was like, no, ma'am, hold up, honey. Hold up. First of all, let me tell you something. I ain't trying to be disrespected. I think you cool and everything like that. But sweetie, you're the one feeling some type of way, sweetie. I'm booked and busy. I'm working. You're the one that didn't get booked. And as a matter of fact, if you want to do the little gay pride, go ahead and do the little gay pride, honey. I don't really care. I'm not going to be here anyway, honey. I'm going to be in London. So you can go ahead and go back and talk to them, honey. And maybe they'll go ahead and book you on the little gay pride, honey, because I don't care nothing about it. No way. I said, oh boy. And this was all some bullshit because she wasn't booked for gay pride either. Because the folks that was on that little panel wasn't booking for gay pride, honey. I said, this ain't nothing but some Mona bullshit. There's some bullshit here. She wasn't booked either, but okay, you can have the booking. And he says, oh, you're going to London? So what, is A1 going to be there? Because everybody knows you're fucking them. And she's like, where'd you get that from? Moniece told me. Oh, that Moniece's pussy who's been all over the world? I said, oh, Lord. So this is what this was about. This was a segue into LaBrittany and Moniece going to be having a beef. Okay, cool. No problem. All right, we'll bite. Mona. Cut it out, honey. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to this whole thing where Rockstar and Moniece were going to get together and do a little something. So Moniece was in there. She's having not a great day at the studio. And Rockstar, that Rockstar, after seeing him on here, who would even work with him? He is just so disrespectful. Moniece had told Brooke that she was going to be there. And Brooke had told her, oh, yeah, I'll come down and support you. So Brooke comes in. Moniece is in the booth. She came out. No, I'm sorry. Before Brooke showed up, Moniece came out of the booth. Her and Rockstar were going back and forth. He was saying, you kind of was off on the words. You weren't singing the right words. And she's just like, okay, I'll get it better. It'll be cool. So they cut it off. Brooke came in. They talked for a little bit. Very shortly after Brooke entered, Moniece was kind of feeling like, she's like, And Rockstar's all like, you want to go in the booth? Maybe you get up in the booth. I'll do something with Brooke in a minute. He's making over Brooke. And Moniece was like, because Moniece no bullshit. When she see it, she said, seems to me like Brooke might have came down here on some old shady shit. So she ended up there. They're like, come on, let's go ahead and you go ahead and get in the booth. This, that, thing, and the other. So she goes to go get in the booth, and they're waiting, and they're talking. And she never gets to the booth, and they're like, what the hell's going on? Here, she goes, and she done fell out in the hallway. She done busted out, basically had an anxiety attack or a panic attack. So they went ahead and they called 911 and all of this, and they go ahead and get 911, and they get there, and they're like, she's like, my heart is beating fast, and something, all of that. So, they're getting that all together. Rockstar has now walked off because he just don't give a shit about nothing, just shady. He walks off. He gets to telling Brooke that Moniece is just faking. She just didn't want to get in the booth because Brooke was there, and she must have knew he was going to throw her one out. I said, oh my gosh. And all of this kind of carrying on. Then he plays back her vocals and then clowns Moniece the way he was clowning Amber Davenport. Oh, well, it's like another Amber Davenport situation. Honey, stop. Now, what Moniece had laid down wasn't the greatest, but Moniece could out-sing Amber Davenport. Y'all can stop that bullshit. So, all in all, they go through all of this, and then they're like, it was so shady, child. It was so shady. All in all, when it ended up, Brooke ended up in the booth singing Moniece's song. Honey, Brooke, you know what? First of all, nobody's going to want to work with Rockstar. And the more we're looking at you, Brooke, girl, you are a snake. You are a snake, honey, and you just walk around like you ain't doing nothing to nobody. Girl, you a snake, honey. A snake. Anyway, all right, y'all. So that's basically it. We'll pick up on this mess next week. All right. Later.